on a night where one and done had only the most positive connotation for the Rangers. One goal, and the Hurricanes were done, thanks to Igor Shesterkin's brilliance and an endless supply of Rangers character. 1-0 the final in Raleigh alongside Steve Valiquette. I'm John Giannone inside our Delta MSG studios. This was billed as a battle for division supremacy. Yeah. Rangers now lead it by 6, but a definite message was sent in these 60 minutes.
You know what the message, it was sent to them. It's sent in the room. And it's, we're not going to beat ourselves, and we're going to outwork them. Those would be the two rules before this game began that the Rangers just wanted to accomplish and have a framework of their game that would work around that. Early on in this game, they matched stride for stride with Carolina. When it was a time to be disciplined, they were. This is an outstanding performance. They proved that they've got juice in their slacks to be able to go rounds again. And this is one of those games you're going to lean on, John. That's an awesome outcome, but I thought their process through the game was even better.
And in a season that has had a lot of highlights, it was a season-defining 26 and a half hours for the Rangers, beating the Devils at the Garden last night, traveling, getting in late, and then shutting out the Hurricanes on their home ice tonight. And our Jersey Mike sub-above player has got to be this guy. Second consecutive shutout for Igor Shesterkin, a total of 54 saves on 54 shots in his last 2 games. He's now 9-1-1 in his last 11. It's the 4th time in his Rangers career he has pitched back-to-back shutouts. And what a night for him, Steve. 5 saves in the first period, 11 in the second, 12 more in the third, and he leaves the home team frustrated.
You're describing how many? It's when. You know, it's being up by 1. I just want people to know at home, it's a different game condition and feeling when you have to hold a lead. The best are able to do it. And Igor did it for 16 consecutive saves, and his most difficult ones were when he was called upon when the game was on the line. So it's about the when for me. How he's tracking from a standing position, it's unbelievable because you have to understand that your 5-hole is completely vulnerable, but you're still able to use your hands. And then when he had to scramble, like this series of saves, he was okay coming out of form and being able to reach and be able to extend. And Shesterkin was stretching into what looks to me like his perfect form. Now, over the last 3 years, Igor has been the best goalie in save percentage when you combined scored up by 1, down by 1, or tied. Now, coming into this game, this season, when the team is up by 1, he was second behind Linus Ullmark, who won a Vezina last year. But after this game, I'm telling you, he's got the best save percentage in the NHL when his team is up by 1.
Yeah.
Why is that important? Because I'm telling you, these experiences, they become cumulative, and you can bring it into the playoffs. It's something that you can bring in. You see teams struggle all the time when they get scored on late in periods. They start to have that theme. Well, this is something Igor is going to be able to carry with some bravado.
Yeah, 23 saves after the Rangers took the 1-0 lead. Couple other numbers to consider in terms of Rangers' character. Now 10-1 in second games of back-to-backs, and now 7 wins in the last 8 in Carolina. Pocket that one in case they meet sometime in May. The only goal of the game was scored by Adam Fox, and it came with 8 seconds left in the period. And it was off of a deflection by a Carolina player. It's part of our film room study powered by CDW. Steve's going to tell you all about it.
You know what I thought was neat about this one? It was Roslovic again on the forecheck, just like last night on Zibanejad's goal, and then how they stay connected because of the speed. And, you know, it really helps here when you get in with that kind of speed. Again, you don't have to run the guy through the boards. It's pressure so they make a mistake. So Zibanejad there for second support, as is Kreider, because he's able to dive down as the F3. But when the puck gets behind the net, you see that support again so you can help your mates out. This is where they come into that triangle because Roslovic recognizes that he has to be a safety here. And now you've got 3 Rangers connected in the corner. They're going to come out with it. That was the game, being able to win the 50-50 battles in the corner. That's the hard ice right there. And it frees up Zibanejad, which now you can see how Carolina loses their form. Fox recognizes that. He doesn't dust the puck off. He shoots it right away. And that's why Shea's toe caps are at his goaltender. And the goalie's already down. Ultimately, all of the stress the team puts on Carolina from Roslovic, the speed of that top line right now, it changes the shape of how Carolina defends. They've got great structure when they get set up. Don't let them get set up. That's what the Rangers set out to accomplish, and they did in this game. They had ownership in Carolina's zone.
And that would be the only goal of the night. Adam Fox, his 11th goal of the season, his third game-winning goal of the year. And moments ago in the Rangers dressing room, Dave Maloney chatted with the goal scorer.
Well, Adam, was that as intense as it looked from off the ice?
Yeah, big game going in. Real close in the standings. I think we knew it was going to be a test for us, and I thought we came out in the first real hard. Got pucks to the net, got a goal, and they had their chances in zone time, and that's going to happen. But I thought we battled hard, and obviously a huge win for us.
And it looked like your club made a conscious effort to get to where they had to get to make a play.
Yeah, I think getting the lead is real important. I think you're able to try and clog it up a bit and make it hard to get in. And, sometimes they got in, but it wasn't really, to the high danger areas. Of course, a few chances there, but that's going to happen with a good team like that. But I thought we did a good job of even when they were inside of defending hard, trying to keep them to the outside. And, I think when you get that first goal, it's a little easier to do those things.
Speaking of which, were you aware of the lack of time on the clock?
When
you shot it towards the net?
A little bit, yeah. I knew it was, I think, end of the period. You're always looking to see if you could, pinch in as the D-man. I think as the time winds down, you could be a little more aggressive because a chance isn't coming. But I think we had a little bit more of a mentality just to get pucks to the net. And I was kind of looking to, maybe hit Rosie, bank it off him or something, and got a good bounce off that D-man. But, I think, you're always a little conscious there at the end of periods.
So one of the first things Adam Fox talked about is how he knew it would be a test for the Rangers, and he mentioned the battle level. And I think that's more than anything else what they'll take away from tonight.
I think that's exactly what he's going to take away. As great as he was on the offensive side of the game, how many times did he stop the east to west? We talked a lot about this before the game began with Carolina adding a new wrinkle to their offense. They weren't just taking empty calorie shots in this game. They were looking for it. I thought Fox and the rest of the blue line was ready for it. They were prepared for it. They were able to step up, and this is a big part of the game for me. Being able to dive down and be able to take away that pass through the crease, those are going to go in one every 3 times when they connect. The Rangers shut it down. They were able to absorb the rush play. Look at the effort from Fox. He's all over the ice. He was in this thing to win it. I'm not surprised that he was going to benefit from a little bit of good fortune based on how invested he was in this game. He was outstanding. He led. And again, another one of those key contributors. You need your big guys to step up. He was one of many. 23 blocks for the Rangers, 5 by Adam Fox on this night, all part of a yeoman effort, 1-0 win, which was backed ultimately by Igor Shesterkin, pitching his second straight shutout. Let's hear from Igor Shesterkin in the dressing room. Dave Maloney inside.
Was it as intense from your as it looked to the rest of us, that game? It seemed to be pretty hardly fought.
Sorry?
Was it as intense and tense game where there was a lot of stuff going on?
Yeah, it was like, I don't know how to say, maybe coach games, mental games, and we did a great job. So we play our game, and so everything is fine.
How is the dynamic? Sorry. How is the dynamic different for you when it's such a low-scoring game like it was tonight?
I think it's more easy for me because you more concentrate on the puck, and then it's like 4-0 or 5-0. You lose, and everybody lose too, and you can give up.
Igor, is there any extra meaning to this win because they're the team that's right behind you in the standings?
Not really. I think it was same day for us, 45 minutes meeting.
Second straight shutout for you. Is this how you want to be playing going into the playoffs, obviously?
To be honest, today it was my mom's birthday, so I couldn't play bad game tonight. So.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Yeah.
The humor from Igor Shesterkin, such a difference in personality from what we saw back in mid and late January. But he mentioned that it's easier for him to concentrate when it's 1-0 than when it's 4-0.
You know, it's nice that he talked about that, because to my earlier point, it is if your previous experiences are good ones. Yeah. If you could see it in any goalie, follow any team, if a goalie gives up a goal late in the third period, up by 1 to tie it, how does he perform the next game? Is there still going to be a carryover? Right now, his carryover is all positive, but he's built up that credibility now, too, that he's able to go into these games and get a tightened focus when the score's tight. That's what a money goalie is, right, John? Mm-hmm. Up by a goal, down by a goal, or score tied. Are you going to be able to stop a breakaway or a 2-on-1 or a screen to deflection? And that usually carries over from game to game.
Well, he stopped them all on this night in Carolina. 28th win for Igor Shesterkin, 28 saves on the night. Nice round number for the Rangers, 1-0 the final.